TechArc 7 graduation celebration of entrepreneurship here. It's a great event. We are thrilled to be here with so much of the community. I'd like to thank McKinley for providing access to the space. And I'd like to thank Menlo for letting us share the space that they're going to occupy in a relatively short amount of time. Thank you, Menlo. It's my privilege to introduce your keynote speaker, the Dean of the College of Engineering, who actually helped set the pace and the tempo at the College of Engineering and has fostered a community of contribution across boundaries. Our partnership with the business school, our partnership with the medical school, and LSNA, and the community are all set by Dave Munson. So please join me in welcoming Dave Munson.
Good evening. I don't know how well the sound system is working, but I hope many of you can hear me. This is truly a showcase of our entrepreneurial and creative community here at the University of Michigan and in Ann Arbor, and I'm very pleased that the College of Engineering is a big part of this. Congratulations to this year's graduates of the certificate program in entrepreneurship. I signed a whole lot of those. And I noticed that the program continues to grow in number. The program has expanded and is now available to nearly 90% of the students on campus, which is fantastic. I'd like to thank alumni and friends for your advice and for your support and investments. You have been instrumental to the developing quality of our programs. Thanks also to the medical school, to the Ross School, and other University of Michigan colleagues for their constant support of the university-wide entrepreneurial vision. It was about 4 or 5 years ago I was presented with recommendations to bring to life a vision I had for our engineering community, but it's now grown broader than that. That was to empower the entrepreneurial spirit among, in this case, among engineers on campus, and to drive commercialization and innovations in the state, across the nation, and indeed across the globe. There has been a remarkable impact and change in mindset here on our campus. In just 3 years of competition, and many of you know this, more than 7,000 students have submitted ideas to the annual 1,000 Pitches competition hosted by Ann Howard and also the Center for Entrepreneurship. During that time, more than 85 businesses have been nurtured here at TechArc and at the old location. Since the launch of the Center for Entrepreneurship, more than 5,000 students have enrolled in entrepreneurial courses. Half of the students participating in CFA activities, I'm proud to say, are now from outside the College of Engineering. A recent gift by alumnus and entrepreneur Bob Beister of San Diego will contribute $1 million to the Center for Entrepreneurship to educate students and our community about the benefits of employee ownership. This fall, and many of you know this, the College of Engineering and Ross are enrolling the first class of students in a new joint Master of Entrepreneurship program, which is among the first in the nation. These outcomes are consistent with the College of Engineering's new strategic change effort, which is to cultivate a creative community, to strategically align our resources with our priorities, and to lead, take smart risks, and make a broader impact, indeed to make a difference. For students in the audience, our motivation, this is the motivation of the faculty and our staff, is a commitment to the best education that we can provide for you. We feel that entrepreneurial activities offer real-world exposure to challenges, real time, real companies, and real investors. Teamwork skills development, leadership opportunities, interactions with successful members of the entrepreneurial community. More than 300 alumni have been involved in our entrepreneurial programs in just the past few years. These experiences are combined with rigorous classroom work, as many of you know. You are prepared to become the next generation of successful business owners and leaders. And even if you don't become an entrepreneur with your own startup, neither you nor we have failed.
Our mission is not necessarily to make entrepreneurs, but rather to stimulate an entrepreneurial mindset wherever, as future alumni, you may go. Michigan's leadership in interdisciplinary collaboration helps create the environment for that mindset to develop. We have the university's highly rated and collaborative engineering and medical schools. I'll add the business school to that list. We have strong engineering and business academic programs. Students are encouraged to think about how to apply what you learn to social entrepreneurship possibilities that cross other boundaries. Michigan entrepreneurs, we feel, are impact-driven and are wanting to make a difference. Ann Arbor is now becoming an entrepreneurial hub. We have a long way to go, but we're already gaining accolades. The Wall Street Journal has described today's Ann Arbor as a place where a highly educated population has created a burgeoning economy, and a street corner conversation can develop into a company and create jobs. PBS NewsHour with Jim Lehrer has identified Ann Arbor as the prototype of a successful university town. As you know, opportunities abound here, and we'd like to create the environment that will keep you here. The needs are great in this state, and we would love it if every Michigan entrepreneur were to build their companies right here. Then existing local entrepreneurs would benefit from the growth in this ecosystem. We would all benefit. But we're not naive. In a dynamic global economy, talent will flock to areas of the highest opportunity. Our job is to make one of those opportunities here in Ann Arbor, but we realize there are other opportunities. So many students will relocate or co-locate. But if you do that, we know you will be well equipped to succeed wherever you go. We do ask that you stay connected. Please draw on faculty and classmate connections. Follow and share the good things that are happening here in Ann Arbor and the surrounding area in the state of Michigan. Please come back to campus to discuss your next venture with an instructor. Speak at the Entrepreneurship Hour on Friday afternoon. Join the Center for Entrepreneurship Advisory Board. And someday invest in TechArb 9.0. In conclusion, TechArb is really still in its early growth phase. We're excited about the upside potential that CFE has given us. We feel we have a great start. So the students in the audience, keep creating, keep growing, whether it's here or elsewhere. Best wishes for continued success. And to everyone, thanks for contributing to this nation's next great entrepreneurial ecosystem and creative community. Have a great evening.
So we recognize that we didn't formally introduce ourselves through our little skit. My name is Moses Lee. I'm the Assistant Director of Student Ventures here at the Center for Entrepreneurship, and I help oversee the TechArb community.
And I'm Amy Klinke. I'm also Assistant Director for Small Business Initiatives with both the Center for Entrepreneurship and the Business Engagement Center. Thank you for coming.
So TechArb 7, there's some amazing accomplishments that happened through the ventures in it. For example, one team spammed and sent out profanity to thousands and thousands of FetchNote users this past term, and we're very proud of them. They actually had some great announcements tonight, but we've had an amazing amount of success. Students have been launching new technologies and innovations that are really impacting communities all around the world.
In fact, one of those technologies is on its way to the top of Mount Everest as we speak. Other things that we've done over the last 6 months is we're able to take a busload of students to Detroit Venture Partners, and pitch their ideas to the folks in Detroit. We went to the Bay Area and we got to interact with Bay Area entrepreneurs and venture capitalists, which have been tremendously successful. We brought speakers such as Roger Rayle and Jason Mendelson from the Concrete Group in Colorado came out. We've had this amazing ability to interact. And also the law school started the ZEAL, which is a law clinic that's going to work with all of our students, which is really exciting.
So without further ado, we'd rather have our TechArb teams shine and be the show tonight. So without further ado, let's welcome Beatbox up here to kick things off with student presentations.
Hello everyone, I first want to say that it's incredibly encouraging for us to see so much support from fellow students as well as everybody in the community, and we're really excited to be here. And basically we are the Beatbox. We are a healthy fast food cart. We launched 2 weeks ago at Mark's Carts. Has anyone been to Mark's Carts? Has anyone tried our food? Was it good? Okay, that's enough. But yeah, so we serve delicious, healthy fast food. So part of some of the things on our menu are kale chips, chili lime chicken bowl, a roasted beef quinoa, and a delicious sunrise cauliflower. And basically, we are not only serving the food, but we also want to play a social entrepreneurship role in supporting and rewarding people for living a healthy lifestyle. And so,
Yeah, as part of our impact, we strive to not only connect with nonprofit partners in the community, but also for-profit partners in the community that reward and support people for living a healthy lifestyle. And so, just an example, you come to our cart, this evening we're serving a dinner with a live band over at Mark's Carts. A percentage of your meal will go to a community ally of ours that is in the nonprofit space that supports community, promotes people to live a healthier lifestyle. On the other hand, you come to the cart on your 10th time, we're going to give you a free yoga class, a free spinning class, getting you active and empowering your body to be healthier.
And basically, a beat is nothing without some soil, and the Tech Arb and all of you guys sitting in these seats have been an absolutely powerful push helping us move forward. And I can't thank all of you enough. So.
Design innovations for infants and mothers everywhere. And Dine was inspired by a trip that our team took to Ghana in West Africa, where we saw the challenges that the clinicians face in improving maternal health. One of the challenges is a soup ladle autotransfusion method that they use when the woman is bleeding internally, and we created a solution to replace this procedure. And the reason they do it is because there's a lack of donated blood. So our device, Hemofuse, is safe, efficient, and locally affordable. We've been in Tech Arb for the past year, and we've had amazing accomplishments in terms of developing our business as a team of engineers. We did some validation with blood testing, and we're going to Ghana in a month, and also going to the San Francisco area to participate in an accelerator program. If you want to hear more about us, come check us out at our booth down towards the end. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, thank you for being here tonight. My name is Ricardo Rodriguez and I am the co-founder of Youth Trivia. Before I tell you about what Youth Trivia is trying to do, I want you to think back to the 1980s. Around that time, when people wanted to create a presentation, they had to take their content and turn it into a physical slide, which they had to carry around and put into a projector. So you can imagine the trouble that people went through each time they had to modify existing presentations. So the good news is that thanks to technology and advances such as Microsoft PowerPoint, people have the power and flexibility to create and modify presentations on the fly. So Youtrivia today wants to take that power and flexibility into the interactive marketing sector. So we have come up with a very neat platform that allows non-technical marketing people to put together pictures and videos and turn them into games and other interactive widgets. We have come a long way since our first prototype. The Tech Arb has helped us grow our professional network and has taught us the importance of customer discovery. Thank you very much for coming here tonight, and remember to stop by our table to hear more about our company. We're next to the guy on the baseball outfit. Good night.
Good evening, my name is Lydia Mwanga, and I am the founder and CEO of iHeart Art. And I'm an artist, and I'm passionate about the power of art to change people's lives. Now, how many of you all have ever seen an art piece that totally amazed you, just by your hand? All right, so me too. And the problem is that a lot of us don't have access to the art that moves us because we can't find it, afford it, or keep it. So the I Heart Art is a free mobile app that allows people to have artwork at a very low cost. Even more than that, we actually discovered a treasure trove of artwork, extraordinary artwork from compelling artists, namely artists who are in prisons all across the United States. I Heart Art allows art lovers to connect with and collect artwork and help people change their lives for the better. So we've been in Tech Art for the past 5 months, and I've been really thankful to be here. I've learned several lessons. I've learned that entrepreneurship is definitely like a sport, just like climbing a mountain. You have to keep your eye on the peak and keep going. And one thing that has helped me to propel me to keep going is the people that we're serving. And the next thing I would say is to actually do something. Dreams and ideas are great, but actually building something allows you to think through the product that you're making. And lastly, put everything in writing. Unless it's written down and documented, it means nothing. All right, thank you so much.
Good evening, I'm Hannah Hensel, the CEO of Brio Device. Imagine on a spring day like today, a toddler is walking with his parents along the Huron River and falls in the water. And by the time the 911 people come and pull that child out, the child's not breathing. So they need to insert a breathing tube. That's a procedure called intubation. And in emergencies like that, about half of the time, those first responders are unable to successfully insert a breathing tube. And there are about 3 million emergency intubations each year that take place in the United States. That translates to about a $900 million market for emergency airway devices. So with this problem in mind, Brio Device is introducing an intubating stylet. And the idea with this is that the users almost use it similar to a video game. There is image recognition software that's going to be useful to guide them. It actually provides a target for where they're going to reach. The target that you see on the screen is actually the vocal cords. That's the goalpost that they're going for to be able to insert that breathing tube into the windpipe. And the technology will guide them into the right place and confirm that it's gone successfully and safely into the windpipe. So unlike many other video games, ours is actually going to help to save lives. If you stop by our table, you can see how we've progressed with our prototyping. And right now we're looking for $750,000 to take us through the next year of milestones and prototyping, specifically to get the software and the mechanics of the device to communicate with one another and make the whole thing portable. It's been marvelous to be a part of TechArt. Certainly it's expanded our professional network and contacts to help strengthen our business development. So I thank all of you at TechArt, and I certainly thank all of you who are here tonight supporting entrepreneurs.
Hi, I'm Nick Fassler, the founder and CEO of Thrively, and we're helping people thrive at work by revolutionizing performance reviews. We're building a software tool to make giving and receiving feedback easy and intuitive. As we found out from large companies that everyone hates performance reviews. They find them unintuitive, they find time-consuming and clunky and poorly designed. And in small companies, they just give up this tool because they find it really frustrating. But they still recognize the need for feedback tools. So we're making a tool that's easy and built into your workflow. So it works with tools like email, calendar, your project management software. So it's easy to give and receive feedback for your team. And we're really excited to be part of the HR software industry. It's a $6 billion a year industry, and there's been a number of really amazing software acquisitions. So it's an exciting time for us. Right now, we've been part of TechArt for 6 months, and we've learned a whole lot. It's great to be part of a great workspace with amazing teams. But most importantly, it's been the mentors and advisors we've been connected to, both locally and in the Bay Area. For example, we have an advisor that's offered us office space in San Francisco and seed funding. So it's an amazing experience. I highly encourage other entrepreneurs to get involved here. And where we go from here, most of us are graduating, and a few of us are planning to work on Thrively full-time when we graduate and build out our live page. So to give you a sense of how Thrively works, we wanted you to pretend you're all part of my team. So imagine you're my team, and I just gave a pitch to a group of investors, and I want your feedback. I want to know what I did well and what I can improve. So I want you to go to www.thrive.me/pitch on your smartphone or mobile device and give us feedback. Tell us what we can do better so we can do it better next time. So thank you all so much for coming. Visit us at our booth to see our full prototype and meet the rest of the team. And speaking of team, if you're a web developer, come talk to us. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Kinship Rajan. This is Andrew Kopp, both engineering students. We're the co-founders of SimCopper. We've been commissioned by doctors at the U of M Mott Children's Hospital to design and develop a capillary refill simulator. Capillary refill is a basic test that doctors use almost every day to gauge hydration status and diffusion in patients' peripheries. The problem is there's no good way for younger and especially inexperienced doctors to practice capillary refill. This means that many of them are inadequate at taking this test and often misdiagnose it. In extreme cases, misdiagnosed capillary refill can lead to the missing of a blood clot, which can eventually lead to amputation. Obviously, this is not typical, but it's not a trivial problem either. So we're developing technology that can be used to augment existing simulation training procedures so that doctors can practice taking and engaging capillary refill. And hopefully we will have our technology in hospitals soon to improve medical care.
So we owe everything of where we are right now to TechArt. We started off as a project, like Kinchuk said, working specifically for the hospital. We didn't know anything about how that would go about scaling into a full business. So they taught us everything we know about customer discovery, and the thing that really hit home for us was rapid prototyping. We had this idea, as engineers often do, of the right solution, and when we put it in front of customers, it didn't address all of their pain points. So that was when we started exploring other options, things like mobile app technology, seeing if that would fit the needs of our customers, putting them in front of nurses, doctors, healthcare professionals, and seeing how they reacted to their technology. So if you'd like to stop by our booth and become the next person in our customer discovery process, play around with the cool mobile app, look at our simulator, we'd love to have you. Thank you for your time.
Hello, I'm Jake and this is Travis. Together we make up Staff Social Space. Our product is a phone application that we hope will revolutionize the way you guys go about creating people's workouts. It's our goal to help facilitate the discovery and creation process for pickup sports, whether you're looking for a game of basketball or something more random, a game of Quidditch in the Ark. We're excited to say that we're releasing our app for the showcase today. You can come to our booth to download it, sign up on our mailing list, or download it in the Apple App Store in just 3 days. We will be releasing to the University of Michigan community, where you'll be able to find and create games at various campus locations, including the CCRB, the NCRB, and the IM building. TechArt has taught us a lot this year, as Terrence and I are both first-time founders. It has taken us nearly the entire academic school year to release our product. However, in this time, we've been able to refine our business model. So now that we're ready to release, we're also ready to execute. We have various gyms and country clubs lined up and ready to partner with us, and our social networks are pumped up for the release of Snap.
Being a user-oriented application, it is hard to generate initial revenue. As such, we have developed a low-cost business model that allows us to iterate and perfect our product while building the user base necessary for profitability. TechArt has also helped us in various other ways. One of the greatest ways TechArt has helped us is by making valuable resources available to us, such as the U of M Law Clinic, which is currently providing us with legal services. It's also been great to network within the Arbor entrepreneurial community and gain the mentorship and guidance of those at TechArt. We have learned that the right team plays an integral part in success. Over the past year, we've been through various team members. We currently have one additional team member, Andrew, who you can meet who will have the show. We'd like to thank everyone here at TechArt for helping make this year such an enjoyable and successful experience. Come to our booth after the show and check out a working prototype of our product. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Hi, I'm Amit Kulkarni, founder and CEO of Secure Healing. Almost everyone knows what a hospital is. How many have you been to a hospital? That's pretty much everyone, right? So now, essentially, what goes on in the hospital healthcare system is that when a patient comes in, a doctor or a physician or a nurse, they look at you. Now, they have access to either your patient record or even your neighbors or your friends. Once you're inside a hospital, you cannot really control who has access to whose patient records. So secure healing is about protecting patient privacy. It's not an electronic medical record, but it's about patient privacy. Secure healing started at this very same basement about a year ago. We won the prize for Startup Weekend, and we have come a long way. All of our founders have been part-time MBA programs at the Raw School of Business. We've been using tech facilities on and off. We try to be here those days, but it's been a phenomenal success. Right now, we have about we've been working with 4 hospitals and establishing them as our initial customers. We have a working prototype. We are hosted on a private cloud. We have 2 developers, and we're looking to raise some angel money and essentially to start with sales and going forward with this. Thank you.
Good evening, my name is Lawrence Hine. I'm the co-founder of EV Station. So EV Station is a mobile application that helps electric vehicle drivers find charging stations for their cars. So what we've realized is one of the big negatives against buying an EV right now is there's a perception that there's no charging stations out there, and you'll very quickly run out of charge while driving around. We don't really think this is true. There are quite a few stations currently available. And so what EV Station is solving is all the other existing solutions right now focus too much on location. So they think that driving an EV is like driving a gas car. In reality, driving an EV is completely different. It takes hours to charge your car, so you need to find something to do while you're charging. And that's where EV Station comes in. Our listings are function-based, which means we focus on the types of destinations that EV drivers would like to go to. So our value proposition is for the businesses. For businesses, it gives them a chance to attract EV drivers, which are high net worth customer base. For the EV drivers, it provides them more accurate and more relevant charging station listings. And then for the charging station manufacturers, it also gets their stations out there a little more. So TechArt has been a great experience for us. We've gotten some great mentors here, but more than anything, it's really been the community. It's been all these entrepreneurs and all these different teams pushing each other to really perform at a higher level at all times. So, thank you very much.
Hi there. Like any great presentation, we're going to slide the deck. We're going to change the deck around. My name is Eugene Danishmore, and my co-founder is...
I'm Dana Rose.
A medical resident at Kellogg Eye Center. And our last founder is Steve Koski, who's at the University of Texas MBA School. So our company is called Synaptech, and our combination of synapse and technologies, and it really explains what we do. We're trying to improve neural interfaces in order to make a superior connection. Our technology of movable neural interfaces can be applied to many different types of medical implants for the brain, eye, ear, peripheral nerves, spine, and also implantable MEMS devices. Our patent-pending technology of being able to biocompatibly actuate electrocytes in order to increase efficacy and decrease side effects is all within our assigned rights. And we've been featured in scientific newsletters, and we're one of the awardees of the NCIA E-Teams Award for $20,000. We are going to be continuing to work outside of Tech Arbor. We're going to be applying for an SBIR grant and moving forward. We'd be happy to show you guys working prototypes, videos of working prototypes, and a sample of a brain section with a neural probe in it. So if you guys want to see some fancy technology, feel free to stop by our booth. One of the takeaways from Tech Arbor, the most important one I'd say is networking. Don't underestimate the value of having a supportive network, and we'd like to thank the other student groups and the mentors, specifically the Zeller Institute, Tim Bailey, people at the Medical Innovation Center, Scott Wilson and Zeke Norm Rufino, people at the Center for Entrepreneurship, such as Doug Neal, Amy Clinkey, and Moses Lee. And of course, we've got to acknowledge our fund agencies, the NIH and the NCIA. Thank you for your time.
Just if you are in the back, we can actually hear you up front talking. So if you please try to not talk while the presentation is going on, we greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now on to the show.
Hi everyone, I'm Carrie Urena. I'm the CEO and co-founder of CenterCycle. At CenterCycle, we believe that everyone, no matter where they're born, should have the right to appropriate, affordable technology and appropriate, affordable health care. So, look around you. If this was rural India, 1 in 6 of you would not have access to health care. Now, this is not only because of lack of financial resources, not because the technology is not there, but because it's not reaching the people who need it the most. That's what we're trying to change with CenterCycle. We've created an affordable, simple diagnostic tool that can be taken out with clinicians into the rural villages where they need it the most. It's a device that separates blood and allows you to run diagnostic tests such as anemia, diabetes, and hepatitis. We're working to change the stigma of that healthcare is a luxury, not a right, and make sure that everyone has access to it. And throughout this last year, we've grown in leaps and bounds from being just another student group to actually being a social venture and working towards implementing in India. Tech Arbor has been a huge help because what you need first is a great team, second you need a great home, and third you need great mentors. And the last two of these are what we have found here. In this last year, we have begun the process of incorporating as a not-for-profit. We've built a new prototype. We have built connections with the hospital and in India, and we're actually going to India this summer to work on field testing and work on our venture. So we'd like to thank you all for your support and let you know if you are a budding inventor, you should look into Tech Arbor and go to the Tech Arbor website. And if you're interested in improving healthcare in India and seeing what you can do to help, go to the CenterCycle website at centercycle.com or come talk to me afterwards. Thank you.
All right, let's switch this up. If you can hear my voice and you're a sports fan, I'll ask you to clap twice. All right, if you can hear my voice and you've watched a sports game in the last 12 months, clap 3 times. Thank you. Just want to make sure you can hear me. My name is Josh Smith. I'm with Your Call FM. And you might tell I grew up in a household of die-hard St. Louis sports fans. Only problem was my dad and my older brother spent a lot of time doing this, yelling at the guys on the screen. Hated their team, loved their teams, but hated their broadcasters. And all across the world, there are millions of fans just like this. Love their teams, hate their broadcasters. We're addressing this problem by building a mobile and web service that delivers exciting, fan-to-fan sports commentary in innovative styles not available on mainstream media networks. So imagine you're watching your favorite team at home on TV, but instead of being subjected to whatever plain vanilla commentary happens to be on at the moment, toggle them off, toggle on to one of several innovative, exciting, alternative sources of commentary. So for instance, imagine watching your game and listening to a comedian, crack drop jokes, be a little reverent, drop an F-bomb once in a while, we'll have that. Or maybe you love your little things, you don't want to listen to anything about the visitors. You have guys that are completely one-sided in Parson, total smack talk to visitors, we'll have that too. That and many more stops. We've been in Tech Art since January. We've loved it. And one of the things we've really learned is the importance of getting outside the building. Don't learn that much in business school. We've learned it at Tech Art. It's been great. We are building and rolling out this summer. So please stop by. I'll be at the table wearing the jersey of the 2011 World Series champion St. Louis Cardinals. You can sign up for product updates. Also, if you have any ideas or feedback, we'd love to hear them. If you're a designer or developer, you know and might be interested in joining the team, we'd love to talk to you. Thank you very much.
So we're another outdoor company, so let's keep this energy going here. Quick show of hands. Who's seen bike sharing in another big city? Okay, so a lot of people. So they're great. You know, it reduces CO2. You're a healthier, fitter community. But there's a dirty little secret. The secret is that these systems cost $4,000 a bike and have a yearly maintenance cost of $2,000 a year. Cities can't afford this. Ann Arbor can't afford this type of system. What's worse is that they spend 80% of the capital on the racks, not the bikes themselves. We at HEB think this is ridiculous. So, our idea is to completely redesign bike sharing system how it works by focusing on bikes and not racks. We do this by moving the hardware onto the bike itself, holding it on, consisting of a solar panel, locking mechanism, card swiper, and smartphone. Not only does this allow us to cut the cost by over half, it also opens up a much richer user interface. There's a smartphone on the bike. The smartphone will let us have Google Maps, guided tours for tourists, which is a huge part of bike sharing. Also, better customer support. So, where are we at right now? Currently, we're in the phase of prototyping, and we hope to have beta out this fall. We actually just started talking to Google about them hosting our beta and being our customer. We'd like to thank all of our mentors that have helped us get to this point, and for the Tech Art community that has been extremely motivating. I'm Roger Rayle, and my co-founder is Keith Porter, and we are HEB, and we'd love for you to come talk to us over at our booth so we can walk you through our bike in a little bit more detail. Thank you very much for your time.
Hi, I'm Sid Menon. I'm one of the co-founders of Torch Hybrid Marine Systems, and what Torch Hybrid does is we make hybrid systems for boats. We've designed a hybrid architecture, something like what the Toyota Prius has and the Volt has, but it can give you up to 60% fuel savings on your boat. Now that's a huge number, but the truth is, it's really not all that impressive because boats are like Hummers. You're like comparing a very fuel-efficient car to a Hummer. So what we're trying to do is sort of bring the same level of sophistication and technology to the boating industry, which really wants this technology. For the past couple of years, they've really been suffering. So we want to allow boating to be more sustainable, cleaner, and we don't want the boats to consume as much fuel. Now we've been in the Tech Hub for the last 6 months, and we have grown. We started a little over 6 months ago with a mass email from Justin, one of the other co-founders, telling us who wants to start a company doing this. And after that, it's become my master's thesis project. And Tech Hub has really helped us along the way. We've built ourselves a huge network of mentors and people who've given us a huge amount of inputs. And we've pivoted so many times we can't even remember each of those pivots. All thanks to the great advice that we've got. And hopefully by the end of the summer, we'll be able to come up with some real quantitative data and be prototyping. Thanks.
It's pretty fitting, as you can tell, and we're just too busy making stuff happen, and that's really has a lot of meaning for us right now. We just launched publicly last night, put all of our apps in the App Store, all our mobile apps, desktop apps, web app, everything else out there. We're in TechMunch, NextWeb, Verge, and and Lifehacker. Cool.
Yeah, so we should probably tell you what the product actually does before we go into that. So FetchNotes is a note-taking tool for short notes, things like to-dos, ideas, shopping lists, posts to read, the kind of stuff where you're walking down the street and you're like, oh, I need to remember to email Moses our pitch deck, or hey, this is a cool idea for a blog post. What happens when you swear at your users, which we actually did, as Moses so nicely pointed out to us. But by the way, it tripled user engagement. So we've been in TechArb for 2 terms now. We're actually going to be entering our 3rd term. We are looking forward to it a lot, and I don't know what you'd like to say about what we've learned so far in the term.
Yeah, so I guess one thing we learned first off is it's really about the community here. In case you can't tell, we have an awesome community, and really you have to go out and be a part of that community and kind of be a good citizen and play a good role. That's actually something that we're going to be really putting a huge focus on going forward, and there's just so much importance in that because we can all help each other do things together, right?
That's been one of the big things in this past term that we found a lot of value in. Is as we've gone from just having an idea to then having a prototype and a beta, and now we're starting to scale that up and launch. The big value that TechArb has brought to us is the mentors that they've connected with us. Nancy out in the Bay Area has been a huge help. Moses sent out just pretty much a list of people that we could count on. I had lunch probably with every single one of them. It's been a real value to have that kind of community around us at TechArb, and especially the people at TechArb have been great in connecting us with those mentors and making sure that we have the resources that we need to knock this out of the park.
Yeah, so I guess what's next for us, we're transitioning to summer now. We're really excited. We're going to have probably, 100 hours a week for this? So, per person. So we got a team, I think around 9 others around there on our team. A bunch of us are going to be here this summer working on FetchNotes. We've got a bunch of users now. We've tripled our number of users today so far since we launched. And so really now it's focusing on how do we keep delighting our users and really keeping them engaged and retaining them and then getting more users and figuring out monetization, all of those awesome, cool scaling problems that we're going to be tackling. So
yeah, so that's what we're going to be working on in this term in TechArb. We are actually fundraising for the first time right now, and we'd love to talk to you if you are interested in using FetchNotes, if you're interested in talking to us about that fundraise, or if you just want to say hi. Thank you. Thanks.
Can you all hear me back there? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Grace Shaw, and I'm one of the co-founders of Warmaloo. With me tonight are my fellow co-founders, who are fellow material science engineers, as well as our business team. We are Warmaloo, which is a company in the business of spreading the warmth to save lives with our heat technology. 450 infants die every hour worldwide. 1/3 to 2/3 of these infants simply can't generate heat. In fact, infants can't thermoregulate their body temperature for a year. They can't even shiver when they're cold. And so the co-founders looked around to see what sort of products were available, what products addressed the safety, the comfort, and the issues of being in the cold. But we found them to be not optimal. And so we created a non-electric, instant, and reusable heat source technology that we want to put into infant warming blankets and send them to the developing world, to the infants who need them the most. Now, when you're looking at the disparity between the markets, you look at the US, where it's a developed nation and it's a $15 billion addressable market, whereas the place where they need these blankets the most, it's a $2.23 million market in Ethiopia and a $293 million market in India. And so our goal is to build a one-for-one social venture here in the United States so that we can send these blankets overseas to the infants who need them most. So what have we learned from TechArb? First off, if you are a budding engineer or anyone who has that technical background and you think you have a great idea, apply to TechArb. I'm a material science engineer, and I was intending to become a lawyer, and then this happened. This social cause really called to me, but as an engineer, I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the resources, and then coming into TechArb, it was amazing. You get mentors, you get the people who know the technology, the sector, but TechArb isn't just about building the relationships with industry and the suppliers. It's also about building relationships with your fellow entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship is a roller coaster. You have your great days where you're on the covers of, Wall Street Journal and Forbes. But other times you're down low because some product didn't work out. And so you need the other entrepreneurs around to be able to boost you up and be able to support you through the times that are bad. So join TechArb if you have that great idea. There's always team building. It's a wonderful place. The atmosphere is electric. So thank you for your time and patience. Please check out our website or our Twitter and help us spread the warmth to save lives. Thank you.
Let's give a round of applause for all the TechArb teams that do some incredible work. A year ago, someone from the Financial Times called me and said, "Are you seeing that a lot of University of Michigan students are picking up to go work for startups out of the Bay Area?" And I responded, "No, we're doing incredible startups here. We're going to be hiring all those Stanford students to come work for our student startups here in Michigan." And we're hoping that that's going to happen even more and more as we continue to scale and grow. All right, absolutely. Stanford students are working for University of Michigan students going forward from now on. I'd like to invite Doug Neal to come up here right now, the Executive Director for the Center for Entrepreneurship, to give a few words and as well as to congratulate those graduating from the Program for Entrepreneurship. Let's welcome Doug Neal to come up.
And I beat you to it. I was on my way up here. So what I'm going to do briefly is introduce the graduates who are graduating certificate in entrepreneurship. Before I do that, I want to tell you one thing. All of this change, it starts with a trickle. It always does. Entrepreneurship starts with a trickle. TechArb, 4 or 5 years ago when it started RPM Ventures, RPM was the originator of TechArb, there's 3 teams in the summer. After that it grew to where now we have how many graduating today? 30? 30 today. 30 in one session. We talked about several years ago, we're going to get to 100 startups per year going through TechArb. I guarantee you it's less than 2 years away. It all starts with a trickle. On a similar note, in academics at the university, we have a framework for education in entrepreneurship. Students learning by doing in the classroom, learning by taking their ventures, talking to people who are experts, learning the curriculum of entrepreneurship, which is growing across the country. I have to say, Arbor University of Michigan is a leader in this and is on par with some of the best universities in the world. And I'm very proud of the students that are graduating with a program in entrepreneurship. And I'd like them to come up here as I announce the name. Please hold your applause. Have them all come up and we'll recognize them together. So, Aditya Bandari, Michael Brown, Ben Chenoweth, Jacob Lewin, Michael Roberts, Chad Stark, Dustin Tapp, Candice Amori, Soham Bhatt, Myron Bishop, Dylan Box, Nicholas Brown, Stephen Colvin, Andrew Kopp, Aaron Daly, Jordan Eckstein, Timothy Emmett, Tiara Philhoyle, Brennan Hilbrand, Ryan Pickworth, Athy Krishna Kumar, Austin Kronick, Pranay Lagapti, Jenny Lou, Rodrigo Parada, Lisa Perez. Where are these people? Come on up. This represents all of you guys. Come on. Lisa Perez, Nicole Prince, Aditya Sharma, Jennifer Silverstein, David Spiro, Jacob Steinman, Oscar Vasquez, and Laura William. Please come out to the stage. Come on. Don't crowd the short guy. So I want to recognize that these students volunteered in addition to their major, their minor, their extracurricular activity, to sign up for a 9-credit program in entrepreneurship. This program includes a lecture series, some core curriculum, and a capstone course, a practicum of 3 credits where they learn by doing, by launching their venture. They've all volunteered for sleepless nights beyond what everybody else has already had to endure. And many of them are also looking at TechArb and have been involved in TechArb. This program in entrepreneurship is now available to 90% of the students on campus. On a campus of more than 40,000 students. It starts with a trickle. Last year we had meeting 10. The year before that there were 3. We have here 25 in front of you. The number of students enrolled in the program is 375 as of this point. It's growing. Congratulations, guys. If you would join us over here for a picture, we'll continue the program. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to get into Tech Arb 8. So Tech Arb 7 is coming to close, and at the beginning of May, we're going to have our largest class ever enter Tech Arb 8. Tech Arb 8 is going to have well over 30 teams in it, and it's going to be during the summer. We've never broken over 20 teams over the summer here at the University of Michigan, so it's going to be an amazing time this upcoming summer, and spring and summer, to be working on ventures full-time as students to launch hopefully incredible, impactful ideas.
This year we're pivoting again as we do in Tech Arb, and we've divided the group into 2 sections: Tech Arb Ventures and Tech Arb Ideas. Tech Arb Ventures are students who've been working on their ventures for a while. They have identified who their customer base is, and they're moving forward. Tech Arb Ideas are really starting the customer discovery process, as well as how they're going to make money off of it. So this is what we're doing right now. We're about to announce the teams.
Okay, great. So we're going to announce the Tech Arb Ventures teams. The first team that's coming back is Fetch Notes. Fetch Notes, as you know, is a note-taking tool that helps you spend less time organizing your to-dos and spending time acting on them.
Brio Device develops airway medical devices with technology to assist first responders who insert breathing tubes for patients in emergency.
Both of these teams are coming back from Tech Arb 7. Wedge, which is designing for positive social impact with communities and companies in the city of Detroit.
Beatbox is also coming back, and their product, as you heard, is a restaurant with a purpose, a healthy fast food service that supports and rewards healthy lifestyles.
Next team is Sky Specs LLC. Provides a low-cost and automated solution for monitoring the health of public infrastructure using an unmanned aircraft system. They're actually around here. They're holding this really amazing toy. It looks like a toy, but it's actually something that can be used very productively.
The next team is Rip Motion. They're helping hospitals protect surgeons' backs without restricting performance through a novel electromechanical brace.
Also coming back from Tech Arb 7 is Your Call FM, and your sports enthusiasts be on Your Call.
The next one is one of the winners in the Clean Energy Venture Challenge, Pico Spray. It's developing an electronic fuel-injected system with low enough cost to convert the majority of the 70 million small engines produced each year.
The next team is Rep, and if you like to rep with your friends, you can do Rep Battle online. Rep's going to be coming in pretty soon.
Nice. Okay, Torch Hybrid is also coming back, revolutionizing the way boats can use electric motors.
We're also welcoming back from Tech Arb 7 is Warmaloo, LLC. As you heard, keep people warm.
Finally, the last venture is Legends Card. They've been around for a while. It's a college lifestyle card that gives you perks and discounts at all your favorite spots on campus.
All right, let's give a round of applause for the... Okay, great. Now we're moving on to the Tech Arb Ideas teams. The first team coming back is Turtle Cell, which makes a unique cell phone case that increases both the phone's functionality and style.
The next one is the Ether Fund, re-engineering wind energy projects finance using crowdfunding platform.
Next team is True Balance. They're creating a suite of apps to measure balance and assess fall risk analysis amongst the elderly, diabetics, and people recovering from sports injuries.
The next one is Alcoa, is developing a mobile Facebook app that will provide people the opportunity to check in at a church and receive a virtual coupon for a local restaurant.
The next team is Mia Vita. It facilitates an interaction between patients with similar conditions to crowdsource solutions to common challenges of illness.
The next one is Seatside Service. It's a mobile application available to smartphones which allows consumers at entertainment venues such as Tiger Stadium to have an HD experience at their seat, which features including venue services, live trivia, media highlights, and live news feeds.
The next team is drones. They're going to build a LPS application that helps users discover people with common interests and engage in real-life social events in a spontaneous and random manner.
The next one is Music Unearthed, a web platform to allow artists to acquire new fans, connect with existing fans, and monetize their music.
Next team is MyBuy, which is a social marketplace where real users verified by a network email address can make any type of transaction online.
The next one is Libra Water. It's a bottled water company that seeks to mitigate global water disparities by financially supporting NGOs through its sales. Every ounce sold is an ounce captured.
Next team is Notifly. Notifly is developing a web and mobile platform for internet-based event and opportunity discovery on college campuses.
The next one is Scribble. It aggregates and organizes digital content, controls information overload, and achieves work-life balance with a unified, intuitive workspace.
Next team is Tree Frog Lumber. It makes structural insulated panels made of entirely recycled plastics to provide safer, healthier, and more efficient buildings.
The next one is Forcell. Our platform magnetically controls encapsulated fluids within liquid media. Its application spans from inkjet-free to chemical synthesis.
The next team is PlayU. It creates social games that enable college students to learn and study collaboratively using games for education.
The next one is InfoMe. It's a digital media platform that aims to teach users technical skills by providing interactive content, courses, and local resources for women and minorities.
And finally, Arbor Solar Technologies, which provides natural illumination and health benefits of sunlight into buildings, subsidizing the use of artificial lighting in the workplace throughout the day. This technology better work down here. Make it happen, Arbor Solar Technologies. All right, that's TechArb Ideas. Give a round of applause. We invite all of you in the community, those of you who are very interested in connecting with TechArb going forward, especially for the summer, please let us know. You can talk to myself or Amy afterward. We also want to introduce Tim Faley from the Zellweger Institute. The Zellweger Institute has been a huge partner. We've been working together to do some incredible work, and we couldn't do this without the support of Tim as well as the Zellweger Institute. So welcome, Tim.
And I'm the only thing that stands between you and food, so I'm going to be very fast. So I just wanted to say that the Zellweger Institute and the Raw School of Business is proud to be partners of the Center for Entrepreneurship at the College of Engineering. If you saw nothing else tonight, you saw great enthusiasm, great ideas, and students really hungry to move their businesses forward. So thank you all for coming and enjoy the food.